We will see a lot of variation in sense organs, and we'll deal with that primarily as we get to the individual groups of organisms. Just to generalize, a very common type of sensory organ we'll see in the arthropods are setae, or bristles. They, in many groups, are found all over the body, and they'll provide a tactile sense. In other words, they feel things around the organism. We will see in some groups membranous windows, which will act to receive pressure waves and provide information about movement in the medium, somewhat akin to what happens in your ears, although I'm not saying they function the same way. It's a similar sort of function. And then we'll see a variety of types of eyes, ranging from simple eyes to compound eyes, which in many arthropod groups are very well developed. Reproduction is also highly varied, although most arthropods are dioecious and most utilize internal fertilization. We'll see a wide range of developmental patterns. In fact, the manner of development is one of the primary factors in classification in insects, with metamorphosis often playing a major role in their biology. When we refer to direct development, that suggests a pattern in which the young hatch out as basically a miniature form of the adult and simply grow up, as opposed to indirect development that involves some sort of change, most commonly associated with some sort of metamorphosis. Something we should certainly think about, and something you should certainly think about with regard to answering an essay question on a future exam, deals with the success of the arthropods. Why are there so many of them? Why are there so many species? Why are there so many of them numerically? There are a lot of ideas out there. One of them is certainly the idea of an excellent body plan. They have a tough exoskeleton that allows them to invade habitats, notably terrestrial habitats, that are not available to other phyla. If you think about it, most of the groups that we've looked at have been, if not limited to aquatic habitats, at least limited to moist environments. The arthropods are able to escape that because of the exoskeleton, but only because the exoskeleton is coupled with jointed appendages that allows them to move around and to feed in habitats that are not available to other phyla. Throw in the fact that many of them undergo a metamorphosis, which allows them to take advantage of environments that might not be there for very long. In other words, they can develop for a time in a certain environment and then move on. It also means we can minimize competition between juvenile forms and adult forms. Also throw in the fact that they can turn their generations over very rapidly and therefore evolve very rapidly and respond to changing environmental conditions. And then, as I mentioned, add in that in insects they can disperse rapidly by flight, and you've really got a group that is equipped to do very well, diversify very rapidly, and it should not be any surprise that they are one of the dominant, if not the dominant, phylum on the planet, certainly among the invertebrates.